Hey, what's up, solar family? It's James here. Hopefully you're doing amazing. On this video, I want to go over when is a good time to ask your homeowner for a referral. I know there's a lot of answers depending on who you ask this question to, and what I want to share with you is when I would ask, right? There's 13 touch points when I would ask a homeowner for a referral, which I'm going to share with you here in a second. But before I do, I'm curious to know when you would ask your homeowner for a referral, right? So do me a favor, write down below this video, comment when you would ask your homeowner, just out of curiosity. I just want to see if you could beat 13 touch points, right? When to ask a homeowner for a referral. Obviously, you're probably not going to ask the whole 13 times, but these are touch points where you can ask. Because if you're waiting to ask the homeowner, like at install or at PTO, you could be losing out on a lot of referrals, right? And it's probably not even in your control. What I mean by that is, you know it takes about 4 to 6 weeks plus to install a system. And if you're gonna wait all the way till install at PTO, there could be things that happens that is not in your control, and the homeowner gets upset, and from there, he doesn't wanna recommend anybody to you, right? So it's a perfect opportunity to ask the homeowner throughout the process, right? Throughout the 4 to 6 week plus process, for a referral, right? It's wise for you because of that reason, right? That's just one reason. But again, before I jump into it, make sure you comment below, when do you ask your homeowner, right? And I'm gonna go through these fairly quickly because there's 13 of them, right? So the first touch point when I would ask my homeowner is I would weave it in during the sales pitch, right? So if the conversation is going really well and they're nodding and they're like engaging, they're like, yeah, this sounds great. So I would weave in and say, hey, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, do you know anybody else that would love to hear their solar options and see how much money they can save? Obviously, you don't want them to pull out their phone at that point, but you just want to, you know, drop that seed, right, throughout your sales pitch. So the second touch point is after you close the deal. This is when they're super excited, and more than likely they're willing to like open up their phone and share their contacts with you, right? So don't walk out of the house before, you know, asking for a referral. The third touch point would be when the homeowner tells you, hey, this sounds all great, but I have to think about it, right? I have to ask my lawyer, I have to ask my accountant, my neighbor, my friends, whoever that may be, right? So basically they just didn't move forward. It's still a good opportunity to ask them, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, so I totally understand that you got to think about it. Who else do you know that would benefit by installing solar in their home? Fourth touch point, when you're confirming the site survey date. Right? So if you don't schedule the site survey right there and there with the homeowner, you could call them back in a couple of days, say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I have some great news. I can schedule the site survey next Friday at 5 p.m. Does that work for you? Yes, great. And then you ask again, who would you know that would benefit, you know, with solar, right? That can actually save them money. So also when you're presenting the final design, after the site survey comes back, if there's any changes to the design, that's a perfect opportunity again to give the homeowner a quick call. Hey, I got the final design back. There's some changes. We have to remove a panel, install a few panels, whatever that may be. That's a perfect opportunity as well to ask for a referral. You can also ask for a referral between install dates, right? So, you know, there's a long period of time where we're pulling permit, you know, that can range from, you know, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks plus. So make sure that you touch base with a homeowner. Just make sure that, you know, you let them know that you're still around and we're still working on getting the permit or whatever that may be, HOA approval, whatever that may be, right? It's a perfect time to touch base really quickly, and then it's a perfect opportunity for you as well to ask for a referral. Number 9, at install, right? So don't wait all the way till install to ask for a referral. So for the reason I told you earlier, right, it may be out of your control, right, and maybe somebody at the office or whatnot reached out to them and now they're upset or whatnot, and now they're not willing to give up a referral, right? So that's why you don't want to wait all the way till install to ask for a referral. Number 10, between PTO, right? So basically the system's installed now. It's a perfect opportunity to still stay connected, right? Obviously, you probably already got paid at this point. And I know we're really good at, like, you know, forgetting about the homeowner after, you know, we get paid or whatnot, right? So number 11 is that PTO, right? So now their system is installed. They have the permission to operate. Give them a quick holler. Hey, Mr. or Mrs. Smith, did you turn your system on already? If you did, that's awesome. Just wanted to touch base with you. Obviously, you know, I didn't disappear off the face of the earth. And by the way, would you happen to know anybody else that would love to, you know, reduce their energy bill by going solar, right? Number 12 would be after PTO, right? So now their system is on. You know, you could call them a couple weeks later just to follow up and just say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, just wanted to follow up, make sure that you guys are happy with your system. And by the way, would you know anyone that would love to save some money on their electric bill, right? And lastly, during your post-install email drip campaign, because the homeowner has a lifetime value, right? LTV. So stay connected with a homeowner with a drip campaign. And you know, maybe in the future, you guys may be selling, like, you know, some other energy efficiency, like, you know, equipment or whatnot. And these are the homeowners that you are going to call first because they're already happy with your service. They know you, they like you, they trust you, and now you could sell them something over and over and over again, right? So it's super important that you have an email drip campaign that stays connected with your homeowners. And here's the question, like, how long should I stay connected, right? And the answer to that question is forever. Stay connected with your homeowners forever. Because even if you get out of the solar industry and now you're selling homes, you could still use that same exact list of homeowners that know you, like you, trust you, and that's gonna be the biggest, you know, fastest pop, right? Even if you decide to move on to a different industry. So keep in mind that your homeowner has a lifetime value, right? At the end of the day, if you did the homeowner right, you know, you didn't do them dirty, you should be able to still reach out to them. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, this is James. I know it's been a year that your system has been installed. Just wanted to follow up with you just to make sure that you guys are happy with your system. And imagine how, you know, happy the homeowners would be that you stay connected with them and you're just not like a typical sales guy that just, you know, hit them up and after you made your money, you're gone and you disappeared off the face of the earth, right? So hopefully that made sense to you. And if you're only asking your homeowners at install and at PTO for referral, definitely try some of these other touch points and you'll see, right? You'll see that you'll be able to generate a few, you know, referrals from your homeowners when you're hitting them up all the way through the process and also after the process. So that concludes this video, but before you take off, make sure you click subscribe so you get all my updated videos as it comes out. And if you want to dive in deeper and learn more strategies and how you can close more deals or even how to automate your sales process, make sure you click the link somewhere underneath the description. Go ahead and schedule a free solar strategy call and I'd love to dive in deep and share with you more strategies. Other than that, hopefully you guys have an amazing day. Goodbye for now. Peace out.